We're gonna go to the Goblin Village now.
Time to press ahead.
Goblins ahead.
A war drum. One of those can summon fighters far and wide.
Shove out the claw! Drow coming through!
That's right.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
The visions fade and the voice falters as a strange energy swells around you. The many-sided artifact. Somehow you understand it's repelling the presence.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
The voice is quelled. The artifact's doing.
That voice. Those visions. What just happened?
No answer presents itself. The artifact is dormant. The voice and visions are gone.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Ah, with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Fragulous? Glide? I don't know this language.
Come on, you turnip!
Ha! Quite so. Now, if you'll excuse me, draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin, I am draw Ragslin, Tumptuous, draw Ragslin,
You broke him!
Wait! Oh, wait! Draw Raxlin, we pray, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done.
Come on!
Of course, ma'am.
My name's Gribbo, idiot!
Right, yes. Not fool me.
It's got wings. Reckon it can fly?
Welcome, your greatness. I've got some good stuff if you're looking to buy.
Let me see what you have.
Been a pleasure, your greatness.
I don't fancy chasing this thing.
Someone there?
Got wings. Reckon it can fly? No, too fat. Dragons is fat and they fly fine.
Well now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts?
I can handle myself just fine.
No doubt, mate. But this ain't dragons or demons or anything else you might have faced. This is chicken chasing.
Well, for starters, that's no chicken. It's an owl bear.
It's got feathers, don't it? A beak. Besides, I reckon it owes us, seeing as how it just ate our last chicken. Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not?
I have better things to do than chase poultry.
Oh, come on now. Don't be scared. It's a simple game. That's what makes it beautiful. You just got to chase the chicken through the course to the posts there, right? Got to do it fast and got to do it alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Simple, like I say, but not easy. Better contenders than you have been bested by that bird.
Well, I don't want to say this is cruel, but I really don't want to be a part of it.
No skin off my arse. Just remember, you had the chance to be a part of something grand, and you walked away.
Faith, that's nothing. This is gonna be my
I wonder
name.
if the gods are watching me.
Humans ain't good for much.
We have to sneak the druid out of this. It's a veritable plague of goblins.
Let's hope we find them in one piece.
Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so
Now,
much
Gale?
fun that those
Now?
thieves almost got past.
We got 'em now, eh?
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
What happens if you don't consume these artifacts?
I'll spare you the finer details, but it begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time. And by that I mean, it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Where do you suggest that we find the artifacts that you need?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Honestly, that sounds terrible. I see no upside to this for me.
Then I suggest you look closer. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. Far harder for me to assist you if I can barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
Very well, I'll do my best to get you what you need.
As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
I'm going to give him a magic artifact.
Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
Maybe we'll pay him a visit in return. That'll be some real fun.
Your gratitude doesn't make up for what I lost. What are you going to do to compensate me?
Compose 1,000 stanzas ode titled A Gale of Thanks and Adulation?
Sigh.
Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
That condition of yours is a very expensive one.
Obtained it in Waterdeep. Nothing there comes cheap.
Now, they're just having a bit of fun.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I've got an audience with the one in charge.
You one of those Moonrise types, then? Your kind usually don't deal with Boss Ragslin and Priestess Gut. Guessing you're after Minthara. Could be her blood by the looks of you.
I've got an audience with Minthara.
Audience is right. She's an uppity one and no mistake, but she knows her business. She's in telling the war chiefs what's what. Next raid's gonna be a big un, I hear. Bloody racket.
Going for Halcyon first.
Come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
Do you hear the Absolute's voice?
Smells like burnt
Do you
flesh. in here.
feel her inside you?
I only hear her through you, priestess.
That's because she chose me. You're not worth yet.
Yeah, and the one thing I learned down there, don't matter if you're a slave or a king, Drow will pluck out your eyes if you look at them wrong.
Moonrise wanna look at you for...
Certainly you won't be because of your beautiful eyes.
What do they need to be looking at any of us for?
See? It squealed! Hit it again!
Keep your hands steady, 3.
Again! Again! Make it squeal again.
What in the hells are you doing?
We're juicing it up. The beast came in here with those robbers, killed Dink and Mince too. Boss is thinking of serving it to the wargs.
And it makes funny noises.
We made it squeal.
Look, you'll see. Give me that rock. I'll show ya.
All right, so I need that guy, Halcyon. And I don't want him full of holes. So let him out and I'll take care of the beast.
Oh, you're also, yes, of course.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
But I want to hear it squeal.
1. That's a true soul you're talking to. Show some respect.
Sorry, Mum. I'll open the cage for you.
The bear sizes you up, wary but not yet attacking.
I'm going to attack the goblins. I just don't like them very much.
Break them.
time to move.
Pardon the viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. You aided a bear without knowing if it would savage you. A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin.
I've heard you're an unmatched healer. I need your help.
Indeed? Well, not the most opportune moment, but given the lengths you went to, I assume there's some urgency. Come on then, what's the problem? Unless you'd rather wait for an audience of goblins. Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible?
I think this artifact has something to do with it.
That looks very alien. As alien as the Mind Flayers. They do not belong on this world. You weren't speaking lightly when you said you needed help. Let me tell you what I know. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles. But I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure.
This magic isn't typical of how Mind Flayers procreate?
No, this is different. Altered. The magic used is beyond me. It's either not of this world or so ancient as to be lost to even nature's memory.
Tell me what you've learned of the tadpole's origin.
I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated.
You seem to know a lot about this. Would you come with me to Moonrise? You are awfully large and a good target.
I wish I could, but there's still work I've yet to finish. Blood I've yet to spill. I've no right to ask more of you, but if you could help me, I'd be free to join your journey to Moonrise. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected.
All right. How do I help?
My thanks. If you prevail, I'll owe you the debt of a lifetime. Rare is the beast that survives decapitation. Help me eliminate the Drow Minthara, the Hobgoblin Draw Ragslin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself.
You're aware that you're asking me to kill a drow.
You Drow relish turning on your own if there's something to be gained. Don't pretend otherwise.
True, but I mustn't be seen spilling drow blood. Stay here. I'll kill the trio quietly.
May Sylvanas guide your hand. Focus on the leaders. That's all it will take to restore the balance here.
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.
Gale is positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword.
How can I help?
Best be on my way.
Action, not reaction. This'll do.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Action, not reaction.
At least things have stayed interesting. At the ready.
Don't touch me. Hardly a challenge.
No one back home will ever believe this. Can't slow down.
Keep a blade close.
Still breathing, despite everything. Shouldn't have made me your enemy. With haste. Open up. Something good here, I hope. Seems simple enough.
You think the dwarf is ready yet?
I'll feel that one later. I want to have a word.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here. Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner?
What do you mean?
I was invited to teach them some of my techniques. I live for pain and its intricacies, you see. But alas, these goblins seem to thrive on the crude and primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree?
It's appalling.
Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand. But trying to discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you.
Clever man. How did you know?
Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain.
Why are you so interested?
Well, the Maiden of Pain, Loviatar, teaches us that pain is a most powerful and sacred sensation. And should our pain delight her, should we embrace such a gift, she will grant her most sacred of blessings. If you would permit it, I can show you firsthand.
By all means, let us see what his skilled hand might get up to.
All right, why not?
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it.
Come on, a child could hit harder than that.
You want more? As you wish, dear one. Wonderful. Just wonderful.
You look tired. Should I take over?
Wonderful. You want more? I'll give it to you. That's it! Welcome the pain. Let it become part of you.
Hit me as hard as you can, or I'll return the favor.
I hope that's a promise, dear one. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I could feel Loviatar's pleasure with every sting of my scourge. I am proud to have served you this penance.
You could have hit me much harder.
You're starting to sound like the goddess herself, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Oh, a drow. I didn't see you there. Please, if you want to have a try.
I don't try. I get results. Move aside.
Oh, of course. There's weapons in the fire if you want them. We'll leave you to it. Come, Grush. Let's go. I don't think I got the stomach for this. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Oh, yeah, beating it good.
What? The prisoner?
Oh, forget about him. There'll be more of them soon.
Please. Let me out. There's no reason for this.
I'm just gonna pick the lock.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
How did you end up on that rack?
I was with a group of adventurers.
We came here for an artifact. It's called the Night Song. We tried to sneak past the goblins, but they ambushed us. I didn't think a pack of goblins could be so efficient.
An artifact? What does it do?
I don't know. The boss didn't say. He just said some wizard called Loroakin would reward us if we found it. It should be here, somewhere. He said there was a hidden passage underneath the temple. The place was supposed to be abandoned, but when we arrived...
What else do you know about the temple? Any other treasure?
I'm not sure. All I know is there's a passageway to the Night Song. Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him. I have to go. I have to get out of here.
Okay, go on.
Need something?
Moving ahead.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine.
So I see. Do you have plans for this pigeon?
Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya?
I was admiring him. I'd like one of my own.
Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
He looks weak, sick even. He won't last long in there.
Take him for a jog, why don't ya? And don't let the lads snatch him up. No, tell him what they'll do to him. Bring him back when he's all tuckered out. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Look at this! I'm quite saved! A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons.
You know what else lives on for eons? Gold. You owe me.
Oh, what's a bit of metal between allies, hmm? I'll do one better. Tell me where we can meet each other once we've slipped the goblin yoke. And I'll offer much more than gold. Knowledge, my friend, is priceless.
Slip the yoke? How do you intend to do that exactly?
An invisibility potion, my friend. A bit less refined than your mendacious methods, but by God, it'll do the trick.
All right, go to my camp. We'll talk there once we're both safe.
Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
looking out for me now.
I never felt so strong.
Nobody's gonna push us around anymore.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
I'm not letting you burn me for life on a whim.
Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't you? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the Goblin priestess, receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the Goblin priestess in the temple once again.
I'm going to sever the connection.
Your minds brush against one another, but are swiftly parted.
Don't want to get intimate in front of the novices. Fair enough. Got some weird shadows in your head. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
There's a creature inside of my head. Can you help with that?
A creature? There's definitely something rotten in there. Let me take a closer look. I ain't seen anything like this before.
I'm pretty sure you're infected too.
Eh? Ain't nothing wrong with me. You're the one who's sick in the head. No need to panic, though. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Oi! Priestess!
Like us.
We want the mark!
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Ain't we good enough for the
turn out
Absolute?
like that. Blissful idiots who thought they were talking to their god.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around.
Blackets will be done. Repositioning.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Watch the shadows.
Looking ahead. Don't waste a step.
Blackets will be done.
Charmed, I'm sure.
The world just got a little less wretched.
All right. What now? Anything of use? No time to rest. On my way.
Watch your back. Let's be quick.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. One true way.
At the ready. With haste.
Never a dull moment.
What now? Like a wraith. Nice and easy.
Pick to fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.
Victory awaits. You bow or you break. My path be true.
The last board is set.
Tormented! On my way.
Time to strike. Taste my fury.
The dice roll in my favor.
Eat this!
Feel their anguish. Step lightly.
What to do? No traps, please. That might be worth a look. Breathe deep and move.
Assume nothing. What's that?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Someone there?
Let me work my magic.
Can't give up now. Light on my feet.
Get down there and stop complaining! Ah! Sugan al Shukok, Otashokek Dos! I command you, corpse, speak! Reveal truth to the Absolute!
By Vlaakith's blade, a geich.
Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Sugan al Shukok!
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon, and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
Another Drow true soul. As if there weren't enough of you.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
What kind of ceremony is this?
Guess you're a thick one, so I'll tell it straight. We're gonna make the carcass talk. Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid. The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Absolute's clutches.
All right, let the ceremony proceed.
You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse, speak and say sooth. Lucan ok, al koldek, shulko kank.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. The creature from the wreckage. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer.
I'm going to try to dig into Razlin's mind and control the interrogation.
Ragslin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask.
What did the killer want?
What did the killer want?
Ragslin scowls, shocked by his own words, and a jolt shoots through your skull. The creature speaks in visions. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Gith on the hunt. They know something.
He is suspicious, confused by the question that fell from his lips. You proceed carefully.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Who is the Absolute?
Who is... Who? You're no true soul.
That's a mistake. I am a true soul. Remember, we're connected.
Yeah, you're right. You're a real true soul. I felt it.
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. That damned Drow was right. Can't let her get all that glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her.
Consider it done.
Praise the Absolute.
This weapon the cult is after, do you think it's our artifact?
If that's the case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
You fertilized the fields with the dead. Ease to the ground, and they'll know she is
Indolence breeds madness.
from her barrels. Will.
Proceeding.
The Absolute. Enemies. You fertilized
One with the
with
weave.
the dead. Rivers and streams. Their cities will be razed to the ground. She is absolute. You'll sit at her table. You'll drink from her barrels. You will reign.
Indolence breeds madness. Proceeding.
Listen, the Absolute
Can't give up
honors
now.
you. Following you, eh? How'd you like that? You fertilize the fields with the dead. Rivers and streams will flow with their
Trust no
blood.
one.
Their cities will be razed to the ground. And they'll know she is absolute.
Feel their anguish.
You'll drink from her barrels.
I will ascend. Taking position.
Quickly.
Swift and lethal.
It's not our concern. I'll bring.
Yes? Let's explore.
some blood.
Looking ahead. What's in here? Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Quite worthless with a tired mind. Sleep beckons. Follow.
I am fury. I am death. Swift and lethal. It does it.
Let's have a look.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
What do you know about mind flayers?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
And their parasites? Do you know anything about them?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
A mind flayer planted one of their larvae in my brain.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
If only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flare? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it?
Examine me. Find out for yourself.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
I want rid of this thing by any means necessary.
If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Something's on my mind.
What's on your mind?
I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Need to find a way forward.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Something the matter? Wait. It hurts.
What the hells was that?
A joyous little affliction that visits me with screaming agony on occasion. I'd be lying if I told you I know what causes it. But don't worry. Can't hurt you. Only me. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
Speak.
You look so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
I knew of Githyanki, but I've never met one.
Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Really? Thanks for noticing.
It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
Here we go.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
I'm gonna press my fingers to my mouth.
Your finger traces the arc of your lips. Wetness, sweat, blood, and saliva mixed into one viscous liquid.
Chukil gate vlakith mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Don't you see how far gone you are? Give me that blade and I'll make it quick.
Take it. One motion across the neck.
No one is dying tonight. We still have time.
A splendid ruse. My anger is surpassed only by my respect. I will wait, but know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
I know your voice. I've heard it before.
Yes, you have. I saved you before. And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
I'll take the hand offered to me.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. Fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream.
I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
We should take every advantage that we can take. We should take every advantage we can get. Let's explore these powers and see where they take us.
Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to mind flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else?
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
It happened to you as well?
Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it.
I had the same dream. A similar visitor with a similar message.
Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of elithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word?
I am. Something is delaying our transformation. Why not this dream visitor of ours?
If so, we have far more to learn about the powers at play here. Our ignorance as to the exact nature and intent of our saviors is hardly cause for celebration. I hope your confidence proves well-founded. God knows we could use all the help we can get.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me, while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is gate deception.
If the parasite can empower us, I say we should let it. We could use the edge in combat.
You're delusional. I'd sooner trust a night hag than a strange figure bearing dream gifts.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem?
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
rather get a second opinion.
You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
I'm gonna leave for the moment.
You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.